experiment to configure 8051 microcontroller to transmit the character, that is PDIT, to a PC using serial port and display it on the serial window. Okay, so here we are demonstrating the serial communication. So whenever we are using the serial communication, first we need to set the baud rate. So here we are using the baud rate of 9600. So for that, the -3 is loaded into the TH1 register. Okay, and also we are using here the timer 1 in mode 2. So the corresponding value has to be loaded into the tmod register. The corresponding value is 20, that is 20, has to be loaded into the tmod register. So and also we need to configure the SCON register, the serial communication control register. So here the serial communication we are doing using the mode 1, that is an 8-bit mode with a 1 stop and 1 start bit. So for that, corresponding value is loaded into the SCON register. Okay, so whenever we were sending the data has to be loaded into the S buffer register, and until the data is transferred, so the data transfer is indicated with the timer interrupt flag. We need to keep on monitoring the timer interrupt flag. Once the timer interrupt flag is high, indicates that the serial transfer is completed. So that way we are doing the programming. So let's see the program. So first statement org0h, which indicates that the program code is going to be placed at the memory location 0. So the next, the tmod register is loaded with the 20h, which is nothing but we are using the timer 1 in mode 2. Mode 2 is auto reload mode. Next, th1 is loaded with the -3, that is move th1 comma hash -3. So that is to set the baud rate. To set the baud rate of 9600, the th1 is loaded with -3. So next, the SCON register is loaded with the 50, move SCON comma hash 50. Okay, so this is the mode 1 with the 1 bit start and stop bit. Okay, so after that we'll start the timer using the instruction sctp tr1. Okay, so whenever the data is transferred, a high on ti indicates that the data transfer is complete. So initially we need to clear the ti bit. The ti bit is a part of SCON register. Already in the SCON register we have made it as 0. Okay, so because of which I'll not use the clear ti again here. Okay, so here, so first statement, since I want to transfer PDIT, the first character, the P, is moved into the register A using move A comma hash P. Okay, so after that I'm calling the subroutine trans. So that whenever the subroutine is called, the control goes to the subroutine trans, the control goes here. So here the content of A register is nothing but P is moved into the serial buffer. So whenever the content of A is moved into the serial buffer, the serial data transmission starts. So once the serial data transmission starts, so until it is completed, so once the serial transmission is completed, then the ti bit becomes high to indicate that the serial transmission is completed. So we should monitor the ti bit, which is a part of the SCON register. So using the instruction jnb ti, so comma, here the same label is given to the same instruction, which means that the control stays in this instruction until the ti flag becomes high. Once the ti flag becomes high, indicates that serial transmission of the character is completed. Okay, so next we are using the instruction clr ti, which means that one letter we have transmitted, that is P we have transmitted. We can go for the next letter. For that we are clearing the ti. Okay, so the return at the end of the subroutine gets the control back to the next instruction following the call. So we have used the call instruction here. Following the call is nothing but move A comma hash D. For that instruction the control comes. So now the letter D is moved into the register A. Again the same subroutine is called. So the data D is transmitted using the serial method. Okay, so next Again we are having move a, PD is over, now I. So now I is transmitted using the subroutine trans. So next is now the T is also transmitted using the subroutine trans. So PDIT, the character PDIT, the complete word is transmitted using the serial communication method. Okay, so after that, so this SJMP again, so this instruction is used, which is an infinite loop. Until we terminate the program, the control stays in this loop. Okay, so this is a program where we are demonstrating the serial communication. Okay, so now to execute the program, this is written in scrcom.asm file. This file I'm going to add to the project. Okay, so I click on add files to the source group. I'll add the file. The file name is com.asm. I'll say add. The file is added now. Okay, so file is added here. So now I'll build the target. So project build target. Once I do the build target, if any errors are there, it will be displayed. No errors, I'll just go for the debug. So in the debug, I'll say start or stop debug session. Okay, so the debug session is open now. So now here we are watching the output on the serial window. Okay, so before executing, I'll just open the serial window. To open the serial window, you can go for view and click on the serial window. Okay, so you click on the serial window. Otherwise you have the option here, you can click on the serial window. Okay, so then go to the debug and run the program. So when I run the program, the PDIT so will be transferred on the serial window serial. So PDIT I'm getting here. So this is the output. So I can go to the program now. So in the program, so since I've used the infinite loop to terminate, I can halt the program. So the program is terminated. I can end the debug session. End the debug session. Okay, so this is how we can transfer the characters using the serial port. So here we are transferring the character to a serial window. Thank you.